brought to you by Velocity VFX, and today I'm going to show you how to create a model in Element 3D. It's going to be some kind of sci-fi jet, yeah. And I'm gonna call it Viper. It's gonna look awesome. Let's get started. For this tutorial, you're going to need, like I said, Element 3D from videocpilot.net, and you're going to need Motion Design 2. That's as well from videocpilot.net, and the environment pack as well from videocpilot.net. It's called Blacklight. So let's get started. New composition, 1280 by 720. Okay. New layer, same size, solid. 1280 by 720. Okay. Now we're going to go at videocpilot Element 3D. There we go. Now we have it open in effect control. Go to group 1, particle replicator. Instead of point, you wanna go to plane. Click scene setup, like so. And now you wanna go to Motion Design 2 from videocpilot.net. Now you wanna go and go into, let's see. You wanna go into mesh and scroll it down until you find there we go, mesh surface 1. Click on that. You want to go to orientation, and you want to go from 0 to 90 to rotate it, like so. You want to go into Pro Shaders 2 material. You want to scroll down to plastic, and you want to find plastic grunge 4, drop it into it. And now what you want to do is go, while you have the mesh surface highlighted, you want to duplicate by holding CTRL and yeah, let me do that again. CTRL and then D to duplicate. Now you have second duplication. Move down a little bit down and scale it down. You wanna just make some kind of bezel. So maybe we moved too far down. You wanna create some kind of bezel. So maybe from 98 to 97. Let's see. Let's go with that for now. Maybe back to 98 actually, or 97.5. Yep, this will do. Now you wanna go to, see, you wanna go to, I think it's, yeah, tech components, and you wanna find yourself a, let's see, what do we go with? Let's try let's try maybe Tech Mesh 7. Yeah, let's go with Tech Mesh 7. It looks like that. You want to go from 100 to, let's see, I think 25 for now. We're going to work with the underside, so you want to have this side up. So move this one up like so, and let's see, you wanna go to a button and maybe something like that. And now we're going to add the plastic grunge onto it, like so, even the glowy bits and parts. And there we go. Now what you want to do is, let's see, distance, maybe move it a little bit forward like so. Then you want to duplicate, bring it back. Instead of 25, you want to go for, let's say, 15, maybe 17. Right, that will do. Move it to the side like so. Duplicate, move it out, so we have 2 of those. Go back to perspective you wanna grab those two guys and move it down like so. Now let me see if we want to remove even. Let's see. Actually, leave it at that. Now we want to duplicate these two guys and move them forward like so. Let's go in closer and then let's put them next to each other. So instead of 17, we want to do maybe, let's see, 10. Let's go with 10 for now. And 10 it is. And we want to move them a little bit more to the center and forward like so. Maybe this one goes a little bit more into the center, and there we go. Now what we want to do next is we want to add a new camera, 2 node 50 millimeter, and let's rotate this bad boy and see what we have now. So let's see, we want to move it more even to the center. So move it in. Same goes for this guy. Okay, yep. So now next we wanna add lights, new lights, parallel. So when we're adding lights, let's have a side view of our ship so we can see where the lights is compared to that. So there we go, that's one light. Duplicate CTRL D, and we want to grab CX and we want to do it this way. So let's see, this is what we have now. I think these guys need to be even a little bit more forward. So let's move them and like so. And I wanna scale these guys down, let's say from 17 to 14, 15 maybe. 15 and 15 should be. And let's have a closer look. I want a greater distance between them, bigger distance between them. So let's max out our side distance, and let's have a look at this guy as well. Maybe let's do him 22 like so. 22 is a little bit too small. 24. So let's see. And before we start adding a little bit more, I want to see what this is going to look. So let's go to our render settings, lighting, go to stylized, open up the additional lighting, go to 128 and go to ambient occlusion, enable, maybe pump it up to 7 point something, 7 point, let's say 6, 4. And if your PC isn't if your PC is beefy, you can really pump up the settings and play with them as you wish. But if your PC is like lacking, then you should be careful with these settings, because We'll make everything move slowly, so don't go crazy with it. Now let's go back in. Let's go to our preset and go to environment, and you wanna go to let's see, environment v1, actually blacklight environment, another pack from videocpilot.net, and let's just go with this one and something like so. Let's see, this is what we have now. Let's open up this light setting and maybe lower, and then this one, let's just do it like so. Same goes. Where is this pointing? I'm gonna create some shadows. So let's move this guy even lower. Alright, so let's keep adding stuff now. Let's go back to element 3D. So what we wanna add, let's center it. What we wanna add is let's see, let's go to pipes, specifically tech tubes, and let's add this bad boy, this big pipe junction 5, and what we want to do is go to seed material, just drop, in fact let's rotate it 90, let's see, actually in orientation go to 0 from 180, and we are in material view, and we go to go to mesh view and open this up, and you wanna remove the main body and just keep, actually never mind for now, just scale it down to from 100 to, let's say, let's flatten it first as well, like so, and then bring it a little bit up and scale it back up to, let's say, 75. Duplicate, bring it back here, and maybe scale it up to 80. I'll drop plastic grunge 4 on those black parts, like so. Oh, and there we go. Now what you want to do is you want to let's see, I want to move it even more back, all the way back, so it goes with those guys, and the other one either there or here. So let's say at the front for now. Yep, and next we want to add pipe junction 5, no, pipe junction box 4, and bring it all the way back here, flatten it by moving down the y-axis and maybe scale it even down a little bit. Back there, and drop plastic grunge, maybe scale it down even more, and then bring it out like so. I'm gonna flatten it down even more and scale it down to maybe 76. That'll do, and see if it's centered. Alright, now we want to do a CTRL D to duplicate, CTRL-D, and wait, does this one have the right color or what? No, it didn't. There we go. Move it forward, and that last one maybe scale down a little bit, and then duplicate all the way to the next area. There you go, and duplicate again. This one will be a little bit bigger, and duplicate and move forward, duplicate and move forward, and just keep going. And this one, make it scale smaller, duplicate one more, and jump over. There we go, and duplicate one more all the way and scale it down. There we go. So I want to remove one there, that one, and that one, and that one. Maybe this one could be here, but that means we have to move it a little bit, like so. No point actually keeping it. This one, maybe move it back here. Do we have something up there? Yeah, we do. Okay, scale it down. Or is there even point? Okay, let's check what we have. So this is what we have now. Let's see up here. Things are going a little bit slow, but it's what it is. So this is what we have for now. Right, next we wanna go down to our two first meshes, which was this one and that one. So I want to move the smaller bezel mesh surface, that one a little bit lower, like so. So the bezel looks better, as you can see. Now next we will continue adding stuff. The next thing we want to do is we want to duplicate pipe junction 5, which are those huge ones. I want to duplicate, and so CTRL D while holding CTRL, and I just duplicated one and moved it down, move it even more down. Let's center into it, and let's make a little bit bigger view, like so. And now I wanna, while you have it selected, click on, you must also select the mesh view, this one, then open it up and remove main body. That was okay. Main body, just unselect it. Now you have only the blade, and what you want to do is move the blade over here and scale it down, and you want to rotate it. Let's see which side is it. Where is it? 180. Yes, 180. So this circle looking thing is on the upper side. So there you go, there we go. Now let's put it to the center, maybe scale it to 40, and move it down. So I'm really not liking this part. Let's see, let's go back to our this tech mesh 7 and open it up, and let's see. I want to remove this top area or the parts that are bulging out. There we go. Now let's bring our blade higher. Oh, it's not a blade. Ooh, now I have to find the blade. It's this one. Alright. Yep. So let's see. That should do. As you can see there, still needs maybe a little bit of adjustments. That side is sticking out, I guess, something. Maybe, let's see. Let's keep it like that for now. And maybe a little bit lower. Right, there we go, I think. Next, just duplicate and move it over. And let's see. I want to remove parts from this one as well. Here we go. .36 in size. Ooh, not 360. There we go. Now duplicate and do same thing for this one. And scale it up like so. Bring it a little bit down. There we go. And I'm not going to adjust for now. You get the idea how to remove those parts, so I'm just going to keep going. Actually, you know what, let's do it. Let's just do it. Probably this one. There we go. So duplicate, move it over. Oh, wrong one. Duplicate and move over. Like so. Scale it down. Right, and now There we go. I want to adjust this one as well to remove all the unnecessary parts. Done, and let's just go and remove all the unnecessary parts on the one next to it as well. There we are, and just move over this guy, duplicate, move, and we are done for now with those parts. And maybe give it the same color so it's not sticking out so much as it does right now. That's a choice. You could go with whatever you want there, but I'm just gonna camouflage them a little bit more so they fit together. Everything fits together. Next, let's keep going. Next, I just wanna freestyle a little bit. Maybe add this group pipe, scale it down, move it to the side, like so. Scale it even more, bring it up, and maybe flatten it like so. Bring it out, and this time maybe I want to add two group envelopes, group folders rather. Take that one folder, bring it into the folder above it, drop it in, take that folder and do the same, drop it into the folder above. Now take this group folder and put it in there. Now what you want to do is, let's see, let me rotate this one first a little bit, like so, move it out, and maybe I want to like decrease the side thickness or the width, like so. Scale it maybe down, bring it out here. And the reason I want to add these two envelopes or group folders are because we want to do some group symmetry. What this I'm selecting this top folder, middle folder, and selecting C. What this will do now is it will create a second one there, so it basically half makes my job easier and half it, so I don't have to do the same task twice. So if I select this guy and Ctrl D, duplicate it and bring it out here, as you can see the same thing will happen on the other side. So that's a nice little trick you can do. So let's just do it. Actually, let's start adding colors. Or material rather. Should have done that before I duplicate it. But yeah, let's just do it the hard way, why not? And come on now. And that was the hard way. So duplicate one more time, bring it in a little bit, scale it down, and bring it back in here, and maybe go to this one, duplicate and move it all the way back there. This is just to create some kind of, you know, more interesting stuff on this sci-fi fighter. Some variations. And on the last one you wanna rotate the backside in, and let's move it back here, scale it down a little bit, so maybe not that much. There we go, and maybe bring it like so. By the way, move it in as well. I'm not sure actually where this is. You know what, remove that one. Let's see what we have. Not really happy with where this has gone. You know what, I'm gonna remove, let me see. Actually, let's see if we can move them all in instead. Select all, move it in, move it even more down, so it's barely visible. Let's see what we have. That's a little bit better. Okay, that's a little bit better. So now let's go all the way back up to beams and go down to, actually maybe not beams, maybe components, and go to component 20, and you want to add it to the folders with the duplications. You want to maybe orientation, no, undo that. The middle one, which is I think is Y, on 90, and then we want to split them. Let's go in closer, and we want to take the scale tool and flatten completely like so, and then you want to rotate maybe like so. Let's see, 283 is on now. 260. Let's try that. Now you wanna go to the scale tool and decrease the width, and I wanna kind of camouflage this one a little bit, but not entirely. Move it out here, rotate it, not that way or on that axis, rather on the green one, and then I want to scale it down, not that much. In fact, it's easier with the scale tool here. Bringing it forward and duplicate, bring it back. Actually, before we do too many duplication, let's drop the usual gray colors, and maybe on this, the first one we did as well here. There we go. A little bit more. Everything should be grey. Let's just go with that for now. And before we do any more duplication, let's go from mesh view to material and go to the light settings and go to this illumination. Click on that color and let's go with something like this, bright, almost reddish orange, and hit OK. And now we wanna duplicate this one. Duplicate it. Actually, before we do the undo that duplication, scale this up maybe 2.8, maybe even 2, and duplicate it and bring it back here. And now decrease the width by selecting this blue and minimizing it, pulling back, and rotate the backside in like so. Now go to, actually let's pull this back in. And why is there nothing at the front? Let's check that out. So yeah, and there we go. Bring it in. Actually, maybe do a rotation where, no mind, it would be the same. Scale it down a little bit. 0.5, 1.5 rather. There we go, and then duplicate that one and bring it all the way to the front, like so, and rotate it. Maybe one more, duplicate, pull it forward, rotate it in, and scale it down. Something like that, yeah. 1. See now? There we go. Now let's go to glow and activate it, enable it from 2 to 1.5, let's say, and from 5 to 3, and let's see, maybe even less than 1.5 on intensity, maybe 1.8, 0.8 I mean. Okay, there we go. Starting to take shape. As you can see, our fighter is definitely coming along. And now let's maybe do something like this. Let's play around with the light. Alright, next let's go back to the light settings and just see, in fact that's 84, and maybe bring this one down, maybe not. Let's go back to the different lighting systems or settings and just play around. Let's see if we get, so far I like the Stardust one best, but there could be a hidden gem. I think we're sticking with Stardust. There we go, and few tweaks here and there, and you will have something that looks awesome. From the top, this is what it looks like. Basically a very rude but still awesome looking, I mean not rude but raw, but awesome looking fighter jet thingy. And in fact, I think I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna replace those huge ones. So let's see, they were the 7s. Let's close this, guys. So yeah, they're the 7, they are the Tech 7s. So I'm gonna replace them. Here we go. Instead, I think it was in pipes. No, mesh. Components then. No. Where the heck were they? Yep, I think this is where they are. And yeah, I'm gonna replace them with something flatter looking. Either this or this. I think I'll go with this one. Or do we? No. But this one? Nope, not happening. Yeah, definitely this one. I think. Let's try. Bring it below. Rotate. Bring it out of that envelope, or that's. Rotate it. Have it on 0, I guess. Scale it down and bring it over there. So let's bring it in there. Right. I see this outline. I'll have to remove it as well, but for now, actually I don't need to remove it. Yeah, I think this one is much better suited for it. Duplicate, bring it over there, duplicate, bring it to the middle, scale it up, scale it down, 24, I think maybe about 24 or 20. And the next one, actually, next, and the two last ones. Bring it over there. Scale it to, let's say, 14. Let's have a closer look. That will do. Maybe lower it. And the last one over here. There we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's better from what we had before. Yeah, much better. Right. So next, let's see. Next, let's add a adjustment layer, effect, color correction, curves. Darken it a little bit so we have some glow, better glow. And speaking of glow, let's pump that glow up. There we go. So there you go. There you have the Viper. Awesome looking. There it is. This is the upper side, and obviously you can add more details and tweak it here and there, and maybe even add a new light, point light, and bring that point light below. And even you could, like, let's see, add a little bit more of those red lights, not many of them, just bigger ones. So let's say, actually what I could do is just scale this ones up from here better. Same for this, and those that are scaled bigger should also be moved a little bit closer in so they don't stick out. There we go, that's much better. So there you have your awesome looking, I'm gonna call it the Viper. This is like a scrambled jet or space fighter, space jet, or even a shuttle. And yeah, you just like put those parts together, those parts from motion design 2 from videocpilot.net, and like if you tweak it a little bit more, color correct it and stuff like that, and maybe even add a little bit more parts to the sides here, like, yeah, it could look even more awesome. And let me actually look one more thing. These parts look a little bit too dark. Did I apply the right color, or is it just simply because of the lighting? Let's have a look. Oops. Oops. Yeah, it's probably just lighting. So yeah, I think I'm happy with this this model, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please subscribe, comment, like, share, whatever, all that good stuff. And if you like my tutorials and you want to see something specific, let me know. Request it, drop it in the comment. And I think this is it for now. Yeah, we ended up with something awesome, I believe. And yeah, if you liked it, like I said, let me know. That's it for now. This was another Element 3D After Effects tutorial brought to you by Velocity VFX. Thank you for watching and catch you next time. Bye. Peace.